new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride.
Hello there, welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time stopping by, you are welcome. We are a growing channel, and please do go through all those videos that you're going to see on here so that you can see what your girl has been doing. If you see that what I am bringing on here, you like it, subscribe, hit the notification button below as well so that every time my video is uploaded you'll be notified. Share it so that we can grow this channel. Thank you for returning. You can see from the title that I've brought this beautiful look. You can see, if you know your girl is trying to match with the top, so I brought this look for you guys so that we can look beautiful. Okay, create it, comment in the comment section below and tell me how you feel about this look. Okay guys, without further ado, let's get into the video. Hello fam, I'm coming with this beautiful look today using inexpensive products from Poder. I'm going to use the foundation and then the blush is from Poder, and I have this beautiful powder, setting powder from Fana that I am going to use. Okay, you can see right now your girl has already started doing a face, and this foundation has that orangey tone, so you should also look at that depending to your complexion. You can see my face as well is also looking a little bit whitish because of the primer that I used. It has that white cast, but it will definitely go in because it has settled. When you apply the primer, you let it settle for some time and then you start doing your face, you see the good results. So you can see I'm blending and blending. From the look of things, you can see that this foundation is a full coverage. You can build this if you want it to be that matte and a full coverage foundation. You can count on this one. So I'm blending because blending is the key when you are doing your foundation. So I'm getting to blend this foundation because it's also on the thicker side. It's not liquid, it's a little bit creamy, so you should know that this foundation needs to be blended. Okay, I've blended and blended and blended, and let's get into where we're going right now. Keep on blending till you feel that it's okay. It's okay, you know, foundation, and let me just say, doing your face is art, so you need to check here and there. Don't feel bad to come back and do what you're supposed to do. I mean, you need to do that. At the end of the day, you are going to have a flawless look. Okay, getting into my highlighting, I've gone in with LA Pro Girl Concealer in the shade Toffee. I am bringing it down there and taking it a little bit to my nose there, the bridge of my nose, because we want to come and bring this concealer up so that we can have that snatched nose illusion. So I am highlighting my nose. I've highlighted my forehead and my chin and my cupid's bow. Now getting into the contour, I'm using Maybelline New York Fit Me in the shade 365. I believe this shade is a little bit darker, but I don't mind because, girl, we're going to blend this. You know, when the shade is too darker, it also makes you look ashy, but just believe in yourself, because you can as well diffuse it by putting some powder there, by dabbing some powder there so that you can diffuse that harshness. It's time to blend. We're going to blend this, and blending is the key. Okay, when I'm blending the concealer, you can see that I'm not dragging it too much going up. I just want to lift my face a little bit by taking the concealer on the outer eye, and then I am going to be dabbing, not dragging it too much because I want it to sink into the skin, and that's why it's good to leave your concealer to settle, let it be tacky so that you don't move it around. You might end up with the face without this highlighter showing. So we need to make sure that this concealer is settled for it to brighten your under eye, and I'm a fan of a bright under eye, so I went in again with the concealer in shade 40. It has fit me as well. Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 40. So I went in there so that it can be tacky. You can see it's there while I'm doing my nose, because I thought like I was losing my contour on my nose. So I went in and then I'll be dabbing so that this shade is not going to be harsh, because I said it's darker. So you need to be very careful when you're dealing with shades that are more darker or more lighter. You should know how you place them. So I'm going to dab and dab into my skin so that it can settle, and then I'll come onto my under eye and blend that. Okay, so now blending there, I am not going to drag it too much. It's just patting and patting till I get that flawless look there. You need to be as well be careful when you are applying your powder. You need to apply it bit by bit as you go. You like build it. When you go and put the powder at once, you find that it will sit on top of the concealer and you fail to blend it properly. So you go in with light-handed powder and set your concealer. I am setting my face with Fana, which I spoke about. This is one of the inexpensive products that I've come to love. I discovered it and I'm using it. If you want me to link you up on this product, girl, you're welcome. This product is good. Okay, so now we are going to do this powder. As we said, everywhere where I have put my concealer, I'm going to make sure that I set. And today is hot. Girl, you need to set your eyebrows as well, because they'll be shiny. And if there's one thing I don't like about my makeup look, is my eyebrows to be shiny. They just don't look cute at all. So we're going to use powder here and put powder on this face. It's hot today and we just want this look to lock, okay? The powder to lock everything before we set, okay? To reverse contour, I'm using the same Fana in the shade 4, and girl, I've already said it that this powder is so smooth, and I'm going to go in with the powder and do what I've got to do here. It's powder because I'm going to drag it down to my jawline, and then it's going to give me that lift that I want. As you can see, I am dabbing it out, dabbing and swiping light-handedly so that it can give that bright space in between there, because you've already contoured. As you can see that I'm trying to snatch this face, so girl, do what you got to do. Okay, so I am now going in with my powder brush. I'm going to dip into this compact powder, pressed powder, and then go with it all over my face to just let that powder sit on the face. I'm dabbing it, don't swipe, we're dabbing, okay? And then I went to snatch this nose again, okay? Because I was thinking I'm losing the contour and I have to snatch this face by adding some more powder on the sides and making sure that the nose is snatched. I went in with my bronzer to make sure that this contour is live. I blended it very well. You need to blend and blend. It could be that you're using the right shade when you're contouring, but for me, I've said that this shade 365 was too dark for me to use, okay? But I've been using this, which is easy for me to blend. It's a liquid. I've noticed that using the cream foundation stick to contour, it really gives me hard time to blend, because you need to have that strength with your fingers, but your girl has a problem, okay? So fingers do not work very well, so I tend to use the liquid, which is easy for me to blend, and it's been working for me. With art, you can add, you can spice, you can do anything you want to do, as long as it comes out, the result will be the same. The only thing is you might use one or two different tactics the way you go about it, but the makeup will still come out the same. So I do use that liquid and blend it very, very well. It sinks into the skin, and then do the shaping and everything that I want to do. Girl, I've gone in on the bridge of the nose there as well to go and highlight with a powder, just a little bit of it, and then went in with the lighter shade of the powder, which is Fana in the shade 2. It has a little bit of white cast, but I don't want it to give me that white cast, so I'm going to make sure that I dab and swipe, dab and swipe. I don't want to have streaks on there. It sinks into that other shade, and it comes out with a very nice bright yellow under eye. So this is how I do it. I do mix these two to give me that kind of beautiful light under eye. Girl, I'm with my assistant here taking a shower. Yes, they are doing the work. These people are beautiful. I have my baby sister and my son. They do help me when I'm doing this kind of videos. You see, I was there just turning my head. She was busy spraying my face. So we've set this face with the setting spray, and now quickly goes into the face to go and highlight before the face gets too dry, because it just gives a good subtle shiny highlight when you quickly go and highlight your face with a highlighter. Immediately you just spray your setting spray on your face. It sits well on the face. So now I've gone in there, it's back and forth. What you want to do, just go and do it, okay? So I'm going in with the blush, I'm going in with the highlighter, just to make those two settle, okay? Yes, now we are getting into that crease. Yes, I've gone into that crease precisely knowing that is where my crease is. I'm going in with a small brush specifically to go and darken that area, because it's where I'm going to demarcate when I come with my concealer to cut the crease. Okay, so this eye today is the semi-crease look, so we are going to make sure that we blend as we make those thick darken lines there. We have to make sure that you also blend and blend. That line has to be blended up there by adding the transition color that is going to make that well blended. So now I've gone in to darken the outer corner of the eye to give it a smoky look. So I'm going to blend and blend it nicely. Don't just pack it there. I did pack. What I normally do is, for it to be dense, I do pack there and then blend and blend, and I'm always giving it a V shape on the outer corner of the eye, because I just love that illusion of lifting the eye. Okay, the eye should be lifted. It also goes together with the face, because we've snatched this face, we've contoured, and we want the face to be lifted. Okay, so now I'm cutting the crease. Just taking your time. You need to make sure that up there you don't lose that dark color. Okay, the dark color don't have to go, because that is the one that gives that kind of look you want. Okay, so I'm going in there bit by bit, just cutting it, making sure that it's clean up there, and the rest keep on watching. I went in with this small brush and I dabbed into a pearl color that is going to match this concealer, and I went and set the concealer so that it doesn't crease on me, and then going back there is with a small brush that is going to make those dots as an illusion of the animal print. Okay, so we are going to leave spaces in between and printing these dots differently. Okay, they need to look differently. You don't have to make the same dots. You can see the other one is longer, the other one goes the other side, so that it gives that animal print illusion. Okay, going in with the eyeliner, I'm using Poder 5D eyeliner black, and I'm going to wing this liner just a little bit. It won't be too long, and I want it to be a little bit thicker at the outer corner of the eye so that it can give me that kind of lift. Since I have a V shape already that I've lifted with the eyeshadow, I'm not going to go too far with this eyeliner. I'm not too good at eyeliner, but there are times that it's good and there are times that it comes out the way I don't even expect. Going to the second eye, you see, like I just did on the other eye, precisely going into the crease where I know that it's where I'm going to cut, and I don't have to lose that dark shade. And I'm going to blend and blend. As I've already said, that blending is the key. You need to blend so that it doesn't show patches. Okay, so I'm going into the outer eye, dabbing in the coffee color that is going to make the eye look smoky. I've been using the dark brown and patting it there, so that when I come and blend, it will diffuse into the crease, and I'll blend it to make that V shape that I like giving on the outer eye. Okay, outer corner of the eye. So now I've started blending, just like you have seen. When you feel like you have lost the dark shade on the crease, you can still go back and do the blending. You need to blend. If you're not using any transition color, you just have to use slightly the end of the dark color and take it up to blend it so that it can not leave those harsh lines we are talking about. Going into my lips now, I'm using this Poder Poder lip liner, which I didn't like very well because it didn't do the job that I wanted it to do because of my skin undertone, I guess. So I had to go in with the brown eyebrow pencil and go and draw those lips, girl. I'm going to enlarge them by overdrawing. I like that illusion. Though I have big lips, I'm going to do that because I love it. So I went in and I did that, as you can see, lightly doing it, because when I apply my lipstick, I need to blend it into my lipstick so that it doesn't also show that kind of harshness of the eyebrow paint. So that's what your girl is doing here, going in with that lipstick. It's a matte lipstick, and you can see it's nude. You know, with nudes you need to be careful more, especially with these our undertone. You have to know your undertone and go in with the nude that you think is a good, because when you get this other type of nude that is not going to match your undertone, girl, you look like a clown, and this is what I don't want. So I end up using just a bit of lipstick when I just dip in once, and I'll use that lipstick very well, spread it nicely, and then go in. As you have seen, I'm trying to blend that liner there so that it sinks in into the lipstick, and voila, your girl is done. Look at this face. We really beat this face. I love the way this makeup look came out. I don't know what you think about it. Please let me know how you feel. Look at that face. Look at the blush that is there. It's also powder, and I love this blush. I cannot have much of it. Okay, you guys, stay blessed, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do so and click the notification button below so that every time my video is uploaded, you'll be notified. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.